sorry, not VP member, VP Education, was the past president of Harvard Toastmasters and is presently the Area S Director. He has also achieved the President's Distinguished Award this year. Congratulations for that, Toastmaster Arvind. As in profession, he is a telecom professional working as a project manager with TCS, a certified life coach and six-phase meditation trainer. Over to you, Toastmaster Amit.
Thank you so much, Rona, for such a wonderful introduction of mine. Today, do we know why we are going to have this particular session? Nobody knows, I believe. First of all, just be so talkative and interactive because this session I'm not going to keep that I'm going to talk only. I want your participation as well because we all are here so that we can learn from each other and some practices which we used in the past and that worked really well. So just want to bring to your notice as well as we can just refresh them once again so that we can create such a wonderful environment within our club that's going to help us in the future as well. So I will be sharing my screen. I'm sending you a request to share, make me host as well. Okay. So we are going to talk about the successful club series, and today's topic is creating the best club cultivate climate. So main thing is that if the club environment and the climate is not fine, then it's very difficult for people to stay within the club, and we will not able to have such kind of bond which we supposed to have, and Toastmaster is always stand for. So first of all, we need to talk about this and how that can be created. And this session is divided in two parts. First, I'm going to talk about what are the things we have to cover in that particular session. Later on, 10 minutes have been kept for question and answer. I will try to take less time because 5 minutes already been squandered. So I will try to finish in 15 minutes. So let me move ahead with the first slide. That is the deciding factor of club climate. First is a learning environment. Can anybody let me know why do people want to join Toastmaster and being a part of this particular community? Anyone. Maybe you can put into the chat or want to give answer of that particular question. Go ahead.
This is for our enhancing our communication skills and leadership skills.
Oh, that's the one part. That's fine. That's a primary thing which Toastmaster does. That's absolutely fine. But why do people want to come and join it? Just go ahead, Uday.
Yeah, hi. I believe, other than what ma'am suggested, it could be to meet like-minded people, to network, and and grow your personal self.
Mhm. Okay, let me come to the main thing. The deciding factor which I feel, and you all are going to vouch for that, that's the learning environment. The environment which Toastmaster provides, that's pretty supportive, non-judgmental, and like that everybody's there for you. If anybody comes, they see kind of kind of environment where nobody's going to pass any kind of negativity or any kind of criticism or some kind of that we are just passing any sarcastic comments. No, this is the environment where people feel so comfortable, so safe. So that's the deciding factor. If we have such kind of environment within our club where everybody feels safe, secure, and they feel that belonging to particular community where everybody is so helpful. That is the first deciding factor, and we should always focus on that particular thing. Second is a member interaction. Interaction is a pretty imperative part of any of kind of relationships. If we want to build a relationship, create rapport, it's a fundamental thing that we have to start interacting with people, whether it's a guest or whether it's a members. Because when we are interacting, we feel that we belong to certain people, certain communities, certain kind of group, and that's the another deciding factor for having a good club climate. So next is set as a few of the examples that make a good impression by arriving prepared. Everybody has to be well prepared in advance that whenever they are arriving for a club meeting, they should be ready. And something which can be done that anybody, it's not about the second is volunteering. It's not about the XCOM community or XCOM team, which they need to take care of everything within the club, preparing for the club meetings, arranging this and that, serving a town. It's not only these members' job. It's a combined effort which every member of the club has to involve. If somebody's not there, someone should come up forward. Yes, go ahead, ma'am.
Yeah, the slide is the next slide needs to appear. I think it's not changing on the screen.
Let me share it once again.
Yes. Yes, now we can see it.
So every member of the club, they have such kind of visibility. They have responsibility and honors towards club to make it better, safe as well. So they can volunteer themselves to support XCOM team members to create something new or something which could be stand out. So they can volunteer themselves. Another good impression would be, okay, let me put it, offering consistent support. This is another prominent aspect of any meeting which we are going to have. For example, if any guest comes, it's something that we can do the whatever the assistant we can let them know or any support which they require. Most of the time, whenever I interact with the people or maybe any call I got on mobile about the inquiry of the cargo master, first of all, first thing, I really want to know which area they're calling from. Because in Google, as SOE engine, whatever the things has been done by our PR team, our club numbers pops up at the top, which I feel. Then most of people call me, and I got call from Thane, call from different part of Mumbai. I'll ask them which area they're calling from. So I just try to assist them in a such a way, and whatever the support can be given nearest club, I can let them know, give the details of the respective club members so they can contact. Even whenever any guest comes, try to ask them what you can help with, any specific they think they are looking for. So such kind of small thing is going to make a huge impact. It's not about the guests, but about members as well. If we just giving couple of minutes here and there, try to connect with members. Oh, one member only appears once in a blue moon. They don't, they pay the money, but they just come once in a 4 months, 3 months. We can get in touch with them. What's going on? Is everything fine? Or some assistant support is required to come or be regular in the club, or something which they maybe are reluctant to speak on or not getting time, that we can talk and try to fix it. So these are a couple of examples that we can make and do to make an impression. Next, I believe my slides are moving now.
Yes, they are.
Okay. Now I talk about the guest now, right? Whenever I think I take example from, I want to ask a couple of questions to Uday. Uday, what was the thing which you love when you came to the club as a guest?
Uh, when I came for the first time at Kargar, I was not knowing anyone. I was totally new to the club and to the people. And Mohit walked up to me and greeted me with warm smile and made me so much comfortable. I felt like home with that first meeting itself. As you mentioned, there was no judgment. There was no uh, uh, weird questions, but it was all very, very warm and very how do I put it? Very graceful, and that's what I loved, and I instantly joined the club. So yeah, it was pretty different for me at that time.
Anyone else would like to share their experiences as a guest? Thank you there for sharing your experience. Okay,
So I would like to
so
share one. Am I audible?
please, yes, yes,
Uh,
Salman.
Before more than 3 years, when I visited Zion meeting hall. Okay, that time meeting hall was not bigger, and the space was not there to accommodate everyone. So, but Chidanand and Ananta. Chidanand that time was a president. He sit outside the hall, okay, and he made make sure that everyone space to sit inside. So when I saw that that kicked me to prompted me to be a as to stay associated with the Toastmaster. So
Hmm. Thank you so much for sharing it up. So first impression, if I will talk with regards to guests, is always greeting to guests. How we are greeting to them, that's going to stay with them. And first impression is the last impression, because once any guest comes to the club and they see that they have not been treated properly, they have not been treated properly, it's very difficult they can come back again. They will have a different kind of experience, which which we shouldn't allow them to have. Second is engage them in conversation. Right. I still believe that when I became a part of XCOM and when I was a VP PR, at that point in time, our president always used to say that go and connect with guests, go and speak to guests during the break time. I never knew what was the reason of it, but after a couple of months, I realized that it's very difficult for any new person to open up. But when you go and try to initiate a conversation, that make them feel bit comfortable, and they feel that someone is really caring for them. I mean, I think this is again couple of points would be there. Okay, right, right. So they feel that the someone is having some interest in them. They want to know something about them. And when the people are just feeling in such a way, they feel, oh, this is something which I'm really looking forward, and that's the best place I can begin with. So it's very imperative and prominent and vital, I can say, to engage in a conversation with guests. So that's the part of XCOM team they should do it, as well as the senior members. And at our Target Toastmaster Club, we do the same thing. Doing my this term as a AD, I gave those particular insights to couple of my clubs which are in my area, and this thing turned them very good point for their conversion from guests to members. They didn't have a break time. They used to have straight away meeting for 2.5 hours. They don't have any break time. But I asked them, try to put 5 or 10 minutes break, come out from the meeting room and try to engage with the guests and see the conversation conversion are going to be different or not. And that really worked because people feel that somebody is having interest to know about them, and that's going to turn up, converting the guest into members. Answer questions. They would be having so many questions. Why should they join it? What are the reasons? What are the benefits they are going to have? How those things have been turned up for us? What are the good thing happened because of Toastmaster in our lives? So these are the couple of things that we show and tell them and answer their questions. That really gives them confidence. Oh, this if this thing already worked for him or her, that's going to work for me as well. This is the one thing which I added: be friendly, not a friend. I always feel that if anybody is having any issue or something, just don't try to feel the pain of that particular person. Try to be friendly so that you can be careful and try to give a solution to that person instead of try to feeling a pain of that particular guest or person. Next, I will say invite them in another meeting or ask them to join the club. So one meeting, sometimes people feel that are we going to have a same kind of experience in every meeting, or is it a one time this they people everybody in the club said this thing to me? Should I trust them? Should I try one more time? So it's better that we can ask them, oh, just come and visit us next time as well. We love your company or the time which we have spent together. Next is just it's about the members, how we show our care to our club members. Be a mentor. I feel that most couple of people or some of the members feel that we shouldn't be a mentor, that we have done our job, let other or the newcomer or leaders take this particular thing up. But I feel we should serve as a mentor that helps to create leaders among our clubs. So try to be a mentor for a couple of mentees, show interest in others. That helps that when we become mentor, we just show interest to know other people, to show us interest to help them to improve, show interest that we are here to support you in whatever the references and the contest you need our support to improve, to become a better speaker, better public speaker, or maybe the better leader. Evaluate effectively. Some of the time that people just evaluate in some other note, they just talk about this and that, but evaluating effectively is going to help people because the word which we use during the evaluation that plays very vital role. Sometimes we say that, oh, you are lacking in this, or this speech is lacking in this way. Instead of lacking, we can use different words because every words have some kind of emotional connection and the emotional bondage within people's mind and psychology. So that has plays very vital role. So it's always suggested that we should have use proper language and the words so that people feel empowered with the evaluations, whatever has been given to you. Recognize achievement. We should always recognize everyone's progress within the club. Whether anybody have won the contest at the club level, we should always acknowledge their achievements, area level as well, then division level, the district level, we always do. So that's the practice. When this happens, that gives the confidence and encouragement to our club member who is the winner. And you know what, that everybody is look for recognition and acknowledgement. If we are start giving those things, people will start becoming confident. Last is foster camaraderie. So this is the thing which I feel that when I joined Toastmasters, somebody told me that it is the platform where you get your true friends. And I didn't trust that statement at that point. But when I spent a couple of months within this community, I realized that was the golden words and sentence somebody told me. I cannot reveal the name, but that was. And I still carry that thought with me. I found so many good friends, not within the club, but even the outside club as well. And we work like as a family, and that's the beauty of this particular community. So we can start within the club, then we can expand our circle and the our everything. So that is from me. If you have any questions, please do let me know. We have a couple of more minutes.
Our new members, I would encourage you to ask any questions that you have.
Yes, Uday.
Yes, Uday.
Go ahead.
Uh, One thing I wanted to know that whenever there's a new guest comes to the
Mm-hmm.
club for the first time, and there are typical set of questions that what's your name, how do you find the club, and where you work. These are typical set of questions which you generally ask. However, what different question we might ask them so that they know more from us then and then take a career from them. Like what different questions we can ask to keep them engaged. So they don't know that we are asking some intelligent questions, some intellectual questions. How to
Oh,
address that?
oh, Uday, the one particular book which I have gone through and couple of videos I watched, that's a clue, right? And Vanessa is a writer of it. She has produced couple of courses as well. So she told a very particular thing, how do you can impress certain people in a very quick and effective way. Do the things which other
Mhm.
people don't do, right? And a couple of examples, she correlated and did the experiment with the TED Talk, not TEDx. It's a what do we call Shark Tank people, and she
Okay.
found that if the people do some different thing, then they are going to be getting a deal very easily with the sharks. And what she told that everybody say what you do, right? Where do you work? What this and that. This
Yeah.
is the boring questions, right?
Yeah.
Nobody wants
Yeah.
to answer. They answer these questions everywhere, wherever they go. Maybe
Yeah.
tell me about yourself, whatever you do. Asking some other questions like, hey, why do you want to join Toastmasters? This something giving them indication, oh, you are interested in them. You really want
Mhm.
to
Yeah.
explore what are the reasons they're coming here. Hey, tell me if you are getting good benefits, how this Toastmaster is going to help you in your career or whatever you want to achieve. Or what are your dreams that which you are going to achieve through Toastmasters? So when you have such
Okay.
questions, people start feeling different because this is a energy and the positivity is going to bring. If somebody asks me about my dreams, oh, I want to give a talk on this particular stage, I want to connect with these people, I want to be interviewed with few of them with this and that. So that's helped me to activate some different part of my brain, which always thinking about the future and the positive things. So this is the way you can use some positive words as well. Hey, somebody asks you how are you? Instead of saying I'm good and this and that, say I'm fantastic, I'm superb today, right? So when you use such words, people also start feeling energized because your energy is high.
Okay.
You need to change someone. For changing that, you need to just bring your energy high, and when you are doing so, you're going to help other people to feel differently. And when you're changing their energy, you can influence them very quickly. So creating a
Okay.
rapport comes in such a way, do such thing which generally people don't do.
Okay. I'll definitely try this, Amit.
Right. I've always follow the same thing. Whenever I meet any new person, try to see that what kind of words they use. When I worked with one of the VP in the past, when I met him first time, he said, I'm fantastic. I knew he's the person who knows the meaning of positive words. So start using such kind of words every time. I don't used to ask him, hey, how are you today? I say, what's exciting going on today? So exciting means he has to think about all the positive things which is happening in his life, or he will say, oh, this guy is also like me. So our values matching and we are connecting and creating a bond that we know each other in some other level.
Okay. Okay.
So
That's a fair name. Yeah.
that comes with the people's psychology and your values which you are matching and the way you can influence people. That's another way to influence and create rapport, which we
Okay.
call as a mirroring in psychology. It's called mirroring, whatever gesture, actions, and the language people use, you try to replicate that. Then
Mhm.
it's very easy that they can be very compatible to do.
Okay. Okay. Right. Thanks, Amit. I'll definitely implement this in upcoming
Like
meeting. And as
everybody, even my mentees, I just try to let them know that this is one thing which I really improve with Toastmasters, that initiate the conversation. I used to be so reluctant opening my mouth to any new person or any person I never met in the past. But whenever any guest comes, I go and reach out to them. Hey, how are you doing? What's going on? So that's helped me
Yeah.
to open up with the new people as well. So it's a pretty good thing which happened and turned up in my favor in Toastmasters.
Yeah. Yeah. In fact, in my previous company, one of the fellow I was working with, my CEO mentioned that he asked right questions. And that stayed with me that okay, if he has right question is certain skill set that person carries, what is it that I can learn from? So I believe this could be an
One
opportunity to that.
one tip I want to tell you, it's not about the right questions. Every question is right. The only thing that when you ask the question in the right context, that plays a very vital role. If you're
Okay.
asking any question in a different context, it's totally different ball come together.
Okay.
So questions are pretty helpful and they are best thing, but we need to use them very effectively in very good way. So that's what I can say.
Okay. Okay. Right. Thanks. Thanks so much, Amit.
Any other questions, guys? I'm happy that people don't have any questions. I'm safe. I'm safe. I'm safe. And
If we don't
even the
have any other
members can
question,
do that.
Mhm.
Even the members can do that. After the meeting, they can give couple of more minutes, maybe 10 minutes to spend together, maybe talk to each other what's going on, or something else we can talk and discuss. That's also creating a good relationships. We did in the past, right? After the meeting we started last year on Diwali that we can go for a coffee. We went 2 or 3 times. So that worked really well. We had a couple of photographs, captured them, but we went 2 or 3 times. So that was a good initiative which we have taken on that point in time, and that worked really well.
Evening, Amit.
Good evening, Shamsar. Any questions for me?
I just joined here. I thought you were going to take a 1 hour marathon like I did.
No, no, no. I was I was very well aware of that what the time slot has been allocated to me because I my official goals are also lined up in next cup, maybe 20 minutes after.
What is your rating of Karga Toastmasters Club's culture?
Mm, I feel that if I will say the couple of things which you really need to think of, and I'm thinking to discuss with XCOM very soon, that we can have a separate thing which we can introduce within our club. That's I want the evaluator quality should be improved. That's one of the things which I'm looking for because we don't have very good evaluator within our clubs. So it's better that one person or one evaluator is evaluating a speaker. We should have a one seasonal Toastmaster who can evaluate that person to become a better evaluator. That's what I want to bring it up. And if I
That'll be
talk
off the
about
off, that'll be off the record.
yeah, off the record. That's off the record, which because our main purpose to improve them and become a better evaluator. And a few of the tips can be given in here and there. Maybe we can reduce one speaker slot that we can reduce, but the main thing which we should work on quality. You're asking very difficult question which I don't want to answer in open forum.
No, this is for the benefit of members. So
Benefit of members will talk about the. I think I'm not regular at this point in time to the club, so it's difficult for me to comment. I visit once in a blue moon. After a couple of months, I will be regular. That's the surety I
Not that,
can have.
whenever you see, it's always anytime any new member also comes in, Toastmaster comes in after 3 months.